Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Wanna Know Show. I am your host, Javier Perez. This past Friday, our Knights slayed the Bulls in the annual War on I-4 rivalry game. With a final score of 34-7, our Knights were pretty much in control the entire game against the University of Temple Terrace. For more on the game, here's Andrew Phegley from the Nightline Podcast.
Hey, hello Night Nation, this is Andrew Phegley coming to you from the 1148 studios here. I was asked to do this by Javier, and I really love what he's doing with this little television show kind of thing in the group here. Love what's going on in this group. As well, I wanted to talk about the game last night and a little bit of my analysis. Number one, some of the most horrible officiating I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely horrible. They obviously wanted USF to, or the Cows like we like to call them, they obviously wanted them to, catch up in the game and have, a little bit of something going on. And that's the only way they were going to do it, obviously, was the referees. So they tried. They couldn't win. It's unbelievable that they didn't penalize them at all, the Cows, when the entire bench came onto the field after everybody kind of got chippy there in the first half. Absolutely crazy as far as that goes. I think our team played well. This is exactly the way that they needed to play. I think this sets us up with momentum going into whatever bowl game that we get. There's all kinds of rumors about bowl games. We won't know for quite a while as far as that goes. But I'm hoping for the Gasparilla Bowl against FSU. I think that would be absolutely awesome, and I think it would be absolutely perfect. It's not neither one of these teams, FSU or UCF, is going to get a great bowl game this year. So why not have it something that everybody can get into, an in-state thing, and so we would love to play FSU no matter where it is, no matter what the situation. So I'm all good with that. If they have to play in the Cure Bowl or something as well, it's at least here at home in Orlando. Would allow our fans to get there. So they played well. Congratulations to all the seniors. Congratulations to Dylan Gabriel and Gabe Davis. Both of those guys had great games. Congratulations to Adrian Killens. Led the team in rushing with like 115 yards, I think, on his final game. So overall, a good game. Exactly what we needed to do. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Make sure you check us out on the Nightline Sports Network. You know where you can find it. Everywhere. Thanks. Have a good one. Thanks, Javier.
Thanks, Andrew. And now, once again, here's Kyle Nash, the student of the game.
What's up, everyone? This is Kumo Kyle Nash, the student of the game, bringing you the latest in UCF Knights football. Check out my original Aaron Evans piece, by the way, here behind me, based on me in my playing days. I couldn't let you all stare at that blank wall forever. That wasn't a good idea. Anyways, once Knight fans could get past that well-intentioned craziness of that halftime show we saw earlier that I'm now dubbing Emerald and Ivory, there are fans and players alike who can now celebrate charging on through the USF Bulls in 2019's edition of the War on I-4, 34-7. Several seniors got an opportunity to make their marks on that night. Senior night, of course, being the last home game of the season. Running back Adrian Killens broke a huge run for a touchdown behind an offensive line led by center Jordan Johnson, both seniors. Killens finished the night with 115 yards total. A side note with Killens, why is it that two USF players manhandle him well after the whistle that leads to a fight where the Bulls flood the scene and they have players who throw punches, yet the net ending result of the plays in question is UCF losing 15 yards on the field? Oh, sure, the Knights won the game, and they did so crushing an inferior squad. I get that, but Listen, maybe it's just me, but when this time last year, a player was horrifically injured on legitimate play, extracurricular stuff like this should not only not be happening, but should be punished pretty harshly to protect anything from any horrific injury happening again, especially with stuff that's extracurricular, of course. Listen, maybe that's just me as a guy that used to play, whatever. Anyways, so defensively, Nate Evans did his senior night thing, getting his last performance in, forcing a fumble on defense and one of 3 turnovers on the night as Antoine Collier and Eric Gilliard both turned in interceptions on the night. Brendan Hayes also left something on the field one last time, picking up a sack on the evening. In the meantime, the UCF community speculates wildly in some cases about the bowl placement. Listen, guys, I want them to play FSU as much as everybody else, but it's not going to happen. Let it go. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, this is Kumo Kyle Nash, the student of the game. We'll see you next time here. Of course, catch me on Twitter at the SOTG. Find me on Instagram as the same, the SOTG. Find me on Facebook as the student of the game. And check out sportsmediapass.com for my UCF writings, as well as my podcast on the Sports Media Pass Blue HQ, iTunes, and SoundCloud accounts, and oldschool101.com for my UCF and Orlando Magic work there as well. But until next time, everyone, class dismissed.
Thanks, Kyle. With a special edition of the Weekly Predictions, here's Jason Banning.
Hi everyone, Jason Banning. I'm back again with another set of predictions, but this week it's for the AAC Championship game between Memphis and Cincinnati. I ran another set of 20 scores, and it looks like Cincinnati wins 5 of those 20. An example of those scores would be 34-24 and 24-10. So it looks like Cincinnati wins. It'll be a relatively lower end of the spectrum in terms of the score, but Memphis has more of the blowouts. They have scores like 41-9, 44-10, a shutout, 27-0. So it looks like Memphis is going to win this one. My heart prediction would be 35-17. Without further ado, I give it back to you, Javier.
Thanks, Jason. We have our spot that we tailgate in every single game, right? And as you guys know, I'm very, very superstitious. I want to make sure that we get that spot every single time, being that it was going, it's the biggest home game of the year. I got a little paranoid, and I said, I don't want to lose the spot, so let me just get there super early. And I got there extremely early. I was the only guy in the parking lot, but hey, it was worth it. We got the spot, and we got the win. That was actually pretty cool, and it is the first time that both bands performed together. That was pretty awesome. The whole making the state of Florida with all of the band members, it was a really cool concept. I hope that they keep doing that. I mean, rivalry games is one of those things that, like, you got to go the extra mile, and it shows that we're rivals, but there's still camaraderie. I thought it was super cool that both bands perform at the same time. Unfortunately, as it happens every single time, my wife did not get either a Sister Hazel or a Barry Manilow song. So to the Marching Knights band director, if you're watching this, please, for the sake of my marriage, add a Sister Hazel or a Barry Manilow song to the repertoire. Thanks. I was really looking forward to it, but it didn't work. I tried it earlier in the week and everything worked fine, but when it came to crunch time, nothing really happened. Kind of like how it happens with the cows. I mean, for the people that did work, it did look cool, and I would just turn my light on like directly instead of using the app, and I did wave the phone around. It was pretty cool that we did it like that. USF sucks. Thank you all for watching. On Sunday, we'll find out which bowl game our Knights will be playing in. So tune in next week for another episode of The 1-0 Show. Go Knights! Oh, USF sucks. USF sucks, right?